Well, hi there. Warm welcome. You're watching Blueprint Explosive Exclusive, and I'm Meghna Deka. Well, viewers, over the last 70 days, which have passed since the terrorist attack from Pakistan, which killed 26 innocents in Jammu and Kashmir's Pahalgam, it was one of the dastardliest ever attacks which shook the conscience of the entire nation. India avenged those deaths by launching Operation Sindoor. India even launched a series of digital strikes that included banning many of the social media handles of prominent Pakistani actors, stars as well. There were also cricketers, people like Shahid Afridi, Shoaib Akhtar, to film stars such as Hania Amir, Atif Aslam. Their propaganda content was all blocked on social media because the government said that it's part of the war against Pakistan. Will also ensure that there is going to be a retaliation on the social media as well. But now, just 2 months down the line, 71 days if I want to be precise, it seems that the Indian government has had a change of heart. Why do we say that? Well, interestingly, Instagram accounts of celebrities have become public yet again in India. Yes, that's right. All of these stars who were at one time, their handles were blocked, are now back in Indian social media. For example, you have Maura, okay? Her account was unblocked and it is now available in India yet again. Danish Taimur, his account too has been unblocked. There are others such as Ahad Raza Mir, his account has been unblocked, as well as Yumna Zaidi. Her handle too has been unblocked. Sabah Kamar also joins this list of Pakistani celebrities whose accounts are now accessible in India yet again after facing a ban about 70-odd days back. In fact, it's not just social media accounts of these private individuals from Pakistan. Even the YouTube handles and websites of Pakistani entertainment channels are back on air. You can go and watch them. In fact, let's tell you which all. For example, there was Mere Hamsafar, and this is one of the most popular TV serials coming in from Pakistan. Remember, it has Hania as well as Amir and Farhan Saeed. This is also now back to be airing in India. You can simply go to YouTube and they're all available. People are watching them. Hamsafar, which remember stars Mahira Khan, Fawad Khan. That is also back. Zindagi Gulzar Hai, another very, very popular TV series from Pakistan in India. This one stars Fawad Khan and Sanam Saeed. This is also now available. Suno Chanda, which stars Ikra Azim, Farhan Saeed. All of this is now accessible to Indians as well. So is it true that youth was with Pak but not with YouTube? Why do we say that? Because Harpal, which is Harpal Jio, this entire YouTube channel has been unbanned as well. ARY Digital HD has also been unbanned in India, which was earlier banned. You also have Hum TV, which has been unbanned in India. It first faced a ban, and now you can see these screenshots of Green TV Entertainment, another one of them. They were all banned earlier, and now they have mysteriously lifted the ban. There's no explanation. There was no grandstanding when this ban was quietly revoked from the 1st of July. Why? Well, there are no answers coming. Shoaib Akhtar, even his channel has now seen a lifting of the ban, as has Shahid Afridi. You can see the screenshots on all of them. This is the YouTube channel, for example, of Shahid Afridi. This too was banned earlier, and now this ban seems to be revoked, mysteriously and silently. But perhaps the most disturbing fallout of the so-called ban narrative, and this is very important because we must see how bizarre and relentless the targeting has been of Diljit Dosanjh, for example. Diljit Dosanjh, remember, was the eye of a storm when he was criticized. He found himself under attack by a small but a very vociferous group of hyper-nationalists on social media. They said because he was promoting his film which featured a Pakistani actor, Hania Amir, a film that notably isn't even releasing in India, but he faced a lot of backlash. In fact, this entire smear campaign that Diljit Dosanjh received was despite the fact that this entire film was shot even before the attack in Pahalgam had happened. The smear campaign accused him of promoting Pakistanis and sympathizing with enemy culture. But here's the question. Will the same lobby that vociferously and ferociously targeted Diljit Dosanjh today say a word about the quiet unbanning of these very Pakistani YouTube channels that they once had railed against? Well, that's the question. So let me give you a little bit of context. What really happened after the Pahalgam attack? Remember, India had launched a crackdown on the Pakistani content. This happened between April 28th and 29th. Now, the government banned 16 Pakistani YouTube channels, acting on recommendations from the Ministry of Home Affairs as well as the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. The second wave then again came. This one around 8th of May, when the INB ministry directed OTT platforms to take down all Pakistan origin content, and this included films, it included series, it included songs, and even podcasts. The ministry, in fact, had cited concerns over national security. They talked about public unity. So now, what has really changed? Most of the YouTube channels are back and are now being assessed in India. So what really happened in between? And if we say that there's nothing wrong in Pakistani actors' handles being back, then why was Diljit Dosanjh and his film slammed? Let me put some of these questions across to our panelists. In fact, joining us today, we have Ravi Rai. He's a film and television writer, producer, as well as a director. We have a supermodel, Lakshmi Rana, as well as an entrepreneur who's joining us here on the show. I'm going to come across to you, Lakshmi. It's important for us to understand that because it cuts both ways. On one hand, everyone said, be patriotic, stand by your nation. Every citizen must take the patriotic decision to boycott anything that is Pakistani. If that is happening, then why did we boycott Diljit Dosanjh when all the Pakistani stars and their social media handles as well as series are back on air? All we ended up doing is ensuring Diljit Dosanjh's film didn't release in India.
Well, I feel that, first of all, celebrities come with a certain amount of responsibility towards what their audience is watching. And if they are hurting the sentiments of the large audience that's watching them or reading their tweets and their posts and their actions along with it. Therefore, I feel that, what happened was absolutely against the sentiments of people whose lives were lost in the country and against the sentiments of thousands of soldiers and the armed forces that are fighting every single day against this terrorism that is taking place. India and Pakistan has been at war for ages. And somehow the responsibility or the sense of patriotism in the country only, perhaps, I feel only lies on the shoulders of the armed forces and the government. What about its citizens? What about celebrities? Leave alone celebrities, what about its citizens? We all, in our own little way, should be applying all kinds of pressures on Pakistan, be it financial, be it economical, be it military, be it diplomatic, to stop this terrorism and make them acknowledge the kind of terrorism that they are spreading in this country.
But Ravi Rai, here's the problem. Who really should be holding these people responsible, as we are calling it? It is the government who in the first place said, let's ban them. And now, surreptitiously, we don't know what happened. All we know is that all these Pakistani actors' YouTube handles are accessible. All the series were allegedly blocked are now available. Then are we pushing it too far when we say that hold individuals responsible for it, hold Diljit responsible for a film he shot before Pahalgam happened, but let's not say anything because now all the Pakistani actors and actresses' personal handles, Insta handles are all available. Whom are we really penalizing here?
Now, let me answer you in installments. The very first thing of the handles accessible to all of us, that certainly is a very bad news. And at the point when our sensibilities are anti-Pakistan, and they have been there since ages, like she said, it has been since we, since the partition. But not all the handles have been opened up. There is Sabah Khan, there is one or two more. The hate mongers, all those who made a lot of money from India on YouTube and Twitter, they're still banned. Shoaib Akhtar is banned, Shahid Afridi is banned. But again, coming back, if we today, I mean, Diljit Dosanjh certainly is a national asset. I mean, there is no denial to it. He's a world ambassador that we have today. But when it comes to casting Hania Amir, and he says, I did it before.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but Ravi Rai, just a quick fact check here. Shoaib as well as Shahid Afridi's personal handles have also been unblocked. Now
that's a very bad news and sets a depression in me today. I mean, I'm very much hurt with the government that anyway. Now, Diljit, when he says I did the casting before the Pahalgam attack, but certainly he did the casting after the Uri, after the what was that? A lot of things. Our 49 soldiers were shot, were blown. Pulwama. It was after Pulwama. It was after 26/11. It was after Akshardham. I mean, Pakistan has been bleeding us since the inception of Pakistan. I mean, Diljit Dosanjh ko ye to pata hona chahiye na. What are we, seeking from Pakistan?
Agar government nahi hata diya, there is no more ban. Ravi Rai, then why should the owners lie on Diljit?
I'm interrupting you. I'm sorry.
The owners certainly. Owners, no, we can't. There is a. Yeah, please.
I'll just come to you, Lakshmi. Why should the owners be on Diljit Dosanjh?
Why should it only be on the government? What is our responsibility as citizens?
No. The point there is it is neither Diljit nor the government. It's we the people. This time, and as the time is progressing, we the people are more aggressive. We the people are applauding the boycott of Pakistan. We have got nothing to do with government. I mean, their policies be with them.
But the policies, and let me take that point across to Lakshmi Rana. The policies, the bans were imposed by the government. It was not a self-imposed ban by the people of India, because many people, and clearly if you look at the followings that you have of the Pakistani stars in India, even the number of people who are watching Pakistani serials, it was not a self-imposed ban by the people of India. There was government-insisted ban.
I don't think the government Supreme Court, yeah.
Okay. I just have to point out a couple of points here, Meghna, that, for ages I've always seen, I'm an army officer's wife, for ages I've always seen that, we always blame the government or the armed forces or somebody or the other for what is happening in the at the borders or what in the complicated relationships between India and Pakistan. What about our responsibility as citizens? Let me tell you about patriotism. Patriotism is not about waving a flag at the end of a concert. Patriotism is not about jingoism on specific days of a year. Patriotism is about having a sense of responsibility and a sense of ownership and a sense of devotion to the country, which should be in every citizen of a country. Hence, things like this, where you're taking up a talent from Pakistan. Did we lack any talent in India or any part of the other world while we are at war with the enemy state? Why shouldn't we be responsible for what we are doing? We should be responsible.
Okay, I've run out of time. But one thing I want both of your reactions on. Ravi Rai, I'll start with you. Should India play cricket with Pakistan? That's going to be the next big sticking point. If it's a yes or no.
But they should not. I mean, we should no, listen to me. And we should never. I mean, look at, long back, South Africa was banned by the world because of the apartheid. We've got nothing to do with
a rogue
so
it's a complete no for you.
Yes, and
Lakshmi, is it a yay or a nay for you, cricket with Pakistan?
I'm going to my point that we need to apply every kind of pressure on Pakistan, financially, economically, diplomatically, and military, to stop this cross-border terrorism where it is leading to the loss of lives of our citizens, of innocent citizens in our country, as well as the loss of lives of our jawans and officers.
Interestingly, while we say that we should take the patriotic stand, today all the social media handles which were blocked, all the Pakistani serials which were at one time blocked, all of them have resurfaced. It appears, at least on online, it is Zindagi Gulzar Hai. Appreciated Ravi Rai as well as Lakshmi Rana for joining us here on the show. Pleasure to have your views on this. Without a short break, don't go anywhere.